Can you confirm or can you deny? Does Kismet have a sniper rifle?
Hey, that's not Kismet.
No, wait.
No, it's the player in front of him. No, that's his teammate. This is Lucas.
Oh, so they relinquished control. They listened to us.
Yes, the young Aussie god.
I'm sorry, Kismet. I completely roasted you guys, but they've changed it. As Luca, it's his duty. Sniper in hand. See if maybe the first blood could come for Kismet. A little more aggressive. Of course, Zed does have bomb in hand, and there's the nade. Formal finds first blood for Chicago.
Nice first blood. That means you're going to be necessary to try to get this response. They do have a bit of pressure, but the bomb being down on site, the player up in top, Grandma's, is going to be able to sit there and watch it the entire time. Luca needs to find something. A couple options, maybe if they overpeak, he can find, but Gunless shreds him and takes him down.
So that now is a 5 versus 3 for Chicago Huntsman. Scump can maybe find one more pick. Of course, Paris Legion are on the attack here. So they still need to get that bomb down. It is fallen by the A site. Of course, you'll see it right there, the indicator. Arstie's caught senses, maybe tingling. Let me find the pick to potentially close this round out. Well, he's gonna get it. Dens jumps and Arstie's makes him pay. Kismet also falls. A flawless, or almost flawless round from Chicago.
You just had to say it, Ben.
I did.
You had to jinx him at the worst, well, not the worst possible time. If you're gonna jinx him, might as well be in a round that you are 100% going to win, but clean cut rounds. I mean, shout outs obviously to the sniper of RCDs who actually managed to find that final kill. Stole it from his teammate. Cheeky stuff, but I think Gunless is really the standout player for me right there, just to win the gunfight on Luca. Make sure the odds don't get evened up. Like, the nades are great for the first blood, but make sure you don't throw anything away to the sniper.
And just to retract to game 2, if you remember, it was Arstie's that really, really had the strong performance in that Search and Destroy. 2-0 start for him in the first round for Chicago. And the key to success, really, for Paris is going to be slowing him down. He really has been a force to be reckoned with in these Search and Destroys, as Luca almost finds himself that first blood. A little unlucky there not to get it, but Shocks will find first blood, and it's Gunless that falls.
And no one's repeaking Luca again anytime soon, unless it's going to be out or pit. Shocks with that first gunfight, well, wins one. And if anyone peaks now, RCD as well has outer pit under lock and key.
As soon as you get that control, the control of vision, it's so important. But on the flip side, if you're Paris Legion, you don't necessarily need to challenge as well. That's about as free a kill as Scump's ever going to get in his career. And oh! There's number 2. Kismet does find one as he hits the flank. Meanwhile, mid-map, Dens will fall. That now leaves Kismet all by himself for the 1v2. Makes it 1v1. Scump versus Kismet. And if you are Scump, you will need to plant the bomb at some point, or of course just find the kill. 55 seconds left. Kismet known for his search.
And Scump doing the smart thing as well. Looks like he's planning for the opposite side, so Kismet, even when he gets planted, yeah, he has nothing to work with. Now Scump has many options, just playing a power position, play up top, and Kismet just found a boomstick.
Now, how patient is Kismet willing to be with 34 seconds left? The plant is obviously for up top window. He has the sniper rifle out. The stunners are going to connect. Now he'll spot Scump, and well, he has the sniper rifle in his back pocket. You just have to wait for the repeat. Now, how disciplined is Scump going to be? The stun check and the hit marker. Oh, Lord. That is so unfortunate. 15 seconds, Kismet lines it up again, and Scump wins the fight. Chicago 2, Paris Legion 0.
The most fortunate and unfortunate hit marker from either perspective that we have maybe seen this year. That was Kismet making the perfect play. Scump, though, just too tough to die. The Huntsman will be very happy for it. Scump 4-1, made the nice play that round to pick up 2 massive kills just to open things up, and goes clutch in the end.
Scump 4-1. Rely on the king that round. He delivers the goods. 1v1. Arstie's watching the cross. Kismet will fall for first blood. An instant response though from Dens, and well, Gunless will find Shocks. Chicago Huntsman looking good here in the game 5, and it's ironic because it's not how I would have foreseen this series going at all.
Not in the slightest with Paris Legion. They've been dealt difficult hands before. They've had some crazy comebacks. We're not to the crazy portion of it yet, but in a 3v5, it is a difficult situation to manage.
I mean, it's another one of these rounds, really, where Chicago just take full control of the map, and it makes your life so difficult. You're not only relying on just finding a pick if you are in the 3v5, but then you have to follow it up with potentially another one relatively quickly, just to level the playing field. And then, of course, you have to plant the bomb if you want Paris Legion. So, not an easy challenge. As, well, they get the information on Luca, and Scump launches the nade out. Another pick for him.
That's great coordination. Envoy heard the player, never got eyes on him. Hits the nade, Scump falls up maybe a few seconds later, but enough to time it out for the kill, just to make it even more difficult for the Paris Legion to try to clutch up this round. And now you make the approach to A, you're going to need to find at least one crazy double kill.
30 seconds remain. You still, of course, do have to plant the bomb. But it's Scump currently at 5-1. You're going to have to try and shut down here. Watching the out lane. Pick does come in from Dens. Arcety's falls, but 15 seconds on the clock. Now you have the information, everything you need. You just have to check the A site as Zed tries to cross. Dens, no time to plant. Round over. Chicago extend their lead. 3 rounds to 0.
Scump with some beams as well. Finds a double kill at the end. Player just get caught in La La Land. He gets taken down and just take the one-on-one. And that was Dens that had the hot hand over in that past hard point. Scump, though, at least shuts him down in that one-on-one. 3 rounds in a row, full steam ahead. I believe it was 6-2, the score of the St. Petrograd SND.
And I believe it was Chicago that went 3-0 up in that one as well. So a bit of a trend.
Scump it 7-1 in 3 rounds. Bumping the numbers up.
And a huge 1v1 clutch as well.
Shout out to the hit marker.
Yeah.
He'll take it.
Oh, he'll definitely take it. Kismet, on the other hand, is probably a little upset about that. Zed 0-3, Luca 0-3. Start the game 5 as well. Rusties. The outside lane with that sniper rifle again. But it's Envoy, who was the playmaker in game 2. Is he going to make the play here in round 4? Not going to be the case. Shocks shuts him down.
Incredibly important first blood to get, but the Huntsman still 3 players surging forward. The round is not potentially out. Scump's gotten double kills here before. Pops the dead silence, making the exact same play.
Well, Luca will find the snipe, so no donut for him. It's his first kill. Formal tries to take the fight unsuccessfully. Scump, that's about another free kill. Checks the same spot where he got the double kill a few rounds prior. Double not there this time. Now, the 4 versus 3. Still advantage Paris Legion. Time ticking. Chicago need to plant that bomb, and they've dedicated themselves over towards A, but Dens with the pick on towards Formal might be just enough to secure this round, if, of course, they can deal with Scump.
Looking for a kill, and Gunless is towards the bomb, but he doesn't want to plant it yet. You need to find some picks. He's able to spot the second player as well. To reach out, gets the headshot, and no trades are in. Now, just get the bomb down. It already is. He's got the bomb planted. He got a 2v2.
And he has the cross. He's in the perfect spot. At 10-1, Scump is taking over game 5. Finally, Den shuts him down. It's a 1v1. Gunless is there. The king is taking over.
Scump with some absurd plays in Search and Destroy. Massive 1v1. That's a round where he gets the double kill when he's pushing up there. Finds 4 in that round. 11-2 in 4 rounds. Bump those numbers up, baby.
I was going to say, his Search KD is going to look a little nice.
I think after Minnesota, he had like a 2.12. They were 1-1. I think
rising.
2 players on the team had like a 0.4 and a 0.6, and he's sitting above a 2. He's got a 5.5.
Good maths. He's at currently 0-4 for Paris Legion. He won't take the bomb, but I mean, that's got to be a deflating round for Paris. You had the man advantage. You had a 2-man advantage before Scump makes the play for Chicago Huntsman. Gunless looking to make a play defensively. There's a first blood. Instant trade, however. Paris Legion just need to get 1 round on the board. Try and build upon it. And speaking of one, as I mentioned, Zed on that donut, you'd love to see him get a kill. Build upon that as well. Get your foothold in the game. There's Kismet. I mean, right there's 1. Should find 2, unfortunately not. So the trade comes through. 3v3.
Make sure you move closer to your screens. Catch all this action. Pit control in the hands of Legion, but RCDs can tell. Players just behind that wall, not trying to give anything up. And keep in mind, if Scump's alive on the map, well, he just gets taken down as soon as you say it. The biggest sigh of relief. The Legion can breathe, but they still need to convert.
Time ticking. Less than 40 seconds left here in round 5. RCDs with the pick. Now you find yourself a 2v2, and Zed did have bomb. Bear that in mind, so it's going to make Paris Legion's job a little harder. And the stun hit marker is enough for RCDs to know that that push is definitely coming through. Envoy, of course, is a little worried about mid-map and may actually just try and rotate, but RCDs isn't missing with a sniper either. Paris Legion, you've been plucked apart here in game 5. Round by round, kill by kill, dominance when it matters most.
Just the way everyone predicted. The Chicago Huntsmen, who have been struggling in hardpoint all year long, needing to clutch up in the search and destroys where they have been nothing short of dominant. 11-2 in round count in this series alone. 11-3 by Scump. They're getting first blood. It doesn't matter. Looking for the hot 6-0.
Their search practice has definitely paid off.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Got to close out, though. Got to close out.
Scump 11-3. Really, you look at the rest of the stats, and they're pretty good as well, but Denz is going to have a lot of work to do early, and Paris is going to try and make the comeback. First blood, but it's a very quick trade from Gunless. Bomb planted. Chicago looking to end this one quickly. Kismet doesn't get his nade through the window, so no one even going to be damaged inside the site. It's going to be a hard one for Legion to retake. 30 seconds. Kismet not going to win the gunfight. Scump in this form. You just can't kill him. Gunless shuts down Luca. Now just 2 players remain. Zed and Shocks for Paris Legion. It's a 2 versus 4 with 20 seconds on the clock. Chicago have set up perfectly. Now it's down to Zed. The 1v3 slides across. Chicago.